EA Sports WRC has been on the market for 11 months now. After several updates with performance improvements, the Central European Rally, a VR beta, and the introduction of the controversial EA anti-cheat, Codemasters is not releasing a new game this year, but is updating WRC with new cars, the new teams, a bunch of liveries, and adding the two new rallies, Poland and Latvia. They even have two more expansions in the pipeline for the coming months. This is something that fans have been asking for years, instead of an annual full-price update like the F1 games. We have already been able to test the first part of the 2024 season expansion for a few days, the Locations and Cars Update Content Pack, which will be released on 8th of October. Let's see if it is a big jump or rather a small crest, and if there are any cautions with this DLC. Welcome back to Overtake, my name is Michel, and what I really like is that as a new buyer of EA Sports WRC, you will automatically receive all the upcoming new content within this 2024 expansion. The prices for those of who choose either all three packages directly in a bundle or the individual packages are shown here. I think it is a fair offer and you should go for the bundle probably, as for around 30 euros or US dollars, as a bundle price, you get more than 100 kilometers of unique stages according to my calculations. At the end of the video, I'll tell you more about the winter and spring packages, so the two additional DLCs. They really sound interesting. But let's start with the 5 new cars. After we booted into our new 2024 menu screen, for Rally 1, it's the familiar Ford Puma, Hyundai i20, and the GR Yaris. Now you might be thinking, yep, that's just a Teams and Crews update with new liveries. Not quite. Have you noticed the slightly larger hood scoop on the Hyundai? Joking aside, Codemasters has actually worked on the sound of the top class to make them pass as new cars. The Puma has completely new recordings and the sound of the others have been refined. It now sounds much more aggressive and the anti-lag is much more audible in all situations. It's just more aggressive, more growly. Let's have a look at some of the comparisons then for the sound, as the good thing is that the old cars don't disappear. You can of course still use them and drive 2023 seasons as well.
It's a 2-minute 23.1. It's a 2-minute 22.0. Six right of a crest. 120.
What can I say, yeah? The Rally 1 still feel brutal and go fast as usual. Beginners will feel right at home in the Rally 3 Fiesta Evo, which visually follows the facelift of the road-going Fiesta for 2024. There are 17 crews in total this year in the Fiesta Rally 3, and they have all been recreated with great attention to detail. A big shout out to the graphics department, well done, and of course to Junior WRC champion Romain Jürgenson. And to Fabio Schwarz, who I met years ago when he started his rallying career with his dad. He's the son of Armin Schwarz, one of the German WRC drivers from back in the days, and I think he will be happy to see his car in the official game. The 5th car in the bunch is the only real new car in the form of the Toyota GR Yaris Rally 2, which is involved in a close battle for the WRC title this year with the Finn Pajari. The two turbocharged 3-cylinder engines with all-wheel drive and sequential 5-speed gearboxes sound quite mechanical and deep. Also great job here And yeah, the cars just turn beautifully on gravel. They are great beginner's car. It's a rich driving experience, and I have to say that Codemasters is at the forefront now when it comes to engine sounds. All of the new sounds are really, really good. Rally 2 has also got a bunch of new liveries. Again, the old ones will all stay in the game, so you can still run Solberg's 2023 livery. Spread across the 3 classes, there are 52 new designs for the 2024 cruise. If you want to lead Thierry Neuville to his well-deserved first WRC title this year, you can choose 2024 in championship mode, where the new point system has also been implemented. A rally is now divided into a primary leg and a final leg. This can also be seen in the event overview, which can be accessed via the tire menu, for example. Together with the power stage, you can now score a maximum of 30 points per event. While I don't really like this system in the real sport, as it is just too difficult to follow throughout the rally, I do like it in the game, as you get a second chance to limit the damage to your championship ranking if you crash your car into a tree on the primary leg. And if you really want to go realistic and not restart every time, of course. So there are still 12 points up for grabs in the last part of the rally, which is pretty nice. I have noticed that the season no longer starts with wintry Monte Carlo, but in spring. This is certainly due to the nature of this year's Rally Monte Carlo, where the drivers did not have the challenge of ice and snow. But it's cool that Codemasters has considered that. Something you might consider if you like our content. Please show it by liking and subscribing to the channel. This helps us tremendously with visibility and getting recommended on YouTube. Thank you so much. An important part of the 2024 season and the core of this update are the 2 new rallies. Poland and Latvia are both locations that strike a similar chord to Estonia or Finland in real life. Gravel, high speed. This was good news for me, as they were among my favorites so far, so more of what I like. Great. With 12 stages, both locations fit in well with the others and have the familiar structure. That means 2 longer, unique stages, which are then divided into reverse runs and sections. And it has been better than my expectations, especially regarding the Polish rally. There are about 27 kilometers of real roads here in Poland, and these stages are some of the best I've driven in rally games in recent years. I think even better than Poland in Dirt Rally 2.0. The flow and variety of the stages are just really good. Stages like Kosevo are extremely technical and challenging, with lots of blind corners, and this sudden left 2 alone will certainly get you a lot of crashes.
Sudden 2 left, 140.
As great as I think Poland is, Latvia falls down a little bit for me. It's basically like Poland or Finland, but with fewer scary moments, fewer jumps, less drama. It's wider and much clearer to see what's ahead. I now understand why this is a favorite rally for young talent. It starts in like the Fiesta Rally 3, in like regional championships in Latvia. Mistakes are forgiven here. I like the second part more, the 10-kilometer Podniki stage and its variations, more than the first 16.6 kilometer stage. Of course, you can increase the challenge a bit by taking advantage of the different seasons and times of day and driving the rally in winter with poor visibility or at night. Latvia also looks very nice in autumn with its red trees. And do you also feel that Codemasters have a better handle on the Unreal Engine now? The new locations look very atmospheric and always have a nice lighting mood. There are also fewer pop-up objects, and I never noticed performance drops like I did when WRC came out. So it's up to you to decide whether you're such a big WRC fan that you want to spend the money on the tracks and cars. For me, Poland is at least in the top 2 locations and utilizes what EA Sports WRC has already done best. Good gravel physics and a solid feel to the direct drive wheel, with a huge selection of cars and classes and championships. The fact that you can now drive the 2024 season is the icing on the cake, really. But the experience is still best in the online rally clubs. The AI times are still not optimal during my testing over the weekend and tend to be uneven and still a little bit inconsistent, especially when you have weather changes on a stage. And I almost forgot our running gag. The thing we'll see in every other WRC video here on the channel, the podium ceremonies are still not fixed. Our car is still alone on the podium. Do we have to give that up? In the end, I'm sticking with it. Good updates, good content. I still really enjoy WRC. I still owe you the prospect of the next 2 packs. Le Maestros is coming this winter and will bring us classic stages that expand on existing rallies. For Monte Carlo, the 14.55 kilometer long Briançonnet will be added, and Portugal will finally get the legendary 11.18 kilometer long Fafe stage. This was not included at launch at Codemaster's originally developed Dirt Rally 3 without an official WRC license. It's really cool that this is being made up for now. Hard Chargers is the 3rd pack in this 2024 expansion, will be releasing in spring 2025 and will expand Sweden with the Umea stages and add a 14.42 kilometer stage in Greece, which is also very nice. 2 great rallies. There might be even more in the second package. I'd like to see some more historic rally cars from the 90s, I have to say. But we will see. Hopefully all the career saves will remain intact this time. We're definitely looking forward to see some WRC live streams with you over the next few weeks. Make sure to also follow us on Twitch. Check our website overtake.gg for news, resources and more. And thank you for watching. Here's another video. Have fun with that. Bye bye.